Welcome everyone to Local Leads. My name is Rich. I'm going to be hosting today's webinar. Today's topic is pricing and packages. Okay, so we're going to go over the differences between the three main packages that you're going to be selling to small business owners, which are listed right here on the website, right below this video. And we're going to go over really just the differences in them. We want to dive into some of the details so that way you can convey the differences in packages to those small business owners and sway them maybe one direction or another based upon what they need. Okay. Before I get started, though, I want to make sure that everybody's going to take notes. If you don't have a pad and paper, go ahead, grab one, take a second, pause the video, and just make sure you have some notes to take because there's a lot to go over, and you want to be able to convey this information clearly to the small business owner. So just make sure you take some notes. And then real quick also, I want to preface the last video so we remember kind of where we left off. In the last video, we went over the 4 pillars of what we do for our clients. So the 4 pillars were your website, your listings, the reputation of the business, and then their social media. Those are the 4 main things that we help a small business owner with. And each of these 3 main packages address some of them or all of them. Okay, so on top of these packages, we also do a number of different products and services. So just because we have these 3 packages, and this is where we're going to spend a majority of our time, and probably about 95% of the sales you make will be one of these 3 packages, just know that there are a lot of other packages and products that we can offer to a business owner if they need them. Anything that they need, we can probably fulfill. So just keep that in mind as you're selling. Okay, so as you can see, we have the 3 main packages. So $150 a month, $250 a month, and $300 per month. Okay, now each of those are kind of just a stack on top of each other. So we're going to go through them individually. Now, with each of these packages, each business owner gets what they call a dashboard. And this is one of the most influential pieces of selling this product is the fact that each business owner gets a platform, like we talked in that last video, to manage and view all of their internet presence at the same time. Okay, so they can see their listings from here, they can see their reviews from here, they can manage their social media from here. Okay, so everything we talked about in that last video is all manageable from one dashboard. As you can see, listing builder, reputation, and social media marketing. So each business owner can not only see the active products, but it also suggests to them other products that could be available to them based upon what they do. Okay, so each business owner gets this portal with each of them. So let's go over this first package really quickly, listings and review management. Okay, so this is going to cover just listings and reviews. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with submitting them to the big 4. So the big 4 places that we talked about in the last video, Google, Yelp, Bing, and Yellow Pages, where all the traffic is at, those are the first 4 things we want to make sure are absolutely correct. So we're going to go physically claim those and correct them if they're not already done for the business owner. 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to have to either claim it or we're going to have to completely redo it because a lot of them just don't have anything on there or they're just completely from scratch. So most of the time we're going to do that. Sometimes we might not have to, or we just have to maybe add a picture or tweak an address. But for a majority of the time we have to go in and physically claim this. So we'll go physically claim this. So those are the first 4. So whenever somebody's looking and they possibly come across their listing, something that looks like this, they type in plumbers and maybe they see it, it actually looks professional. The person might actually pick up the phone and call them because they see, okay, hey, it's actually filled out. It's got some reviews. It's got some pictures. It has their basic information. It sounds like they're a good company. Let me pick up the phone and make a call, right? So we want to make sure those 4 are taken care of. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go for the top 40. These are what we talked about in the last video that are the websites that we all know about, but a lot of times we don't think to use. It's not Google because that's really where most people go, or Yelp, Bing, or Yellow Pages. They're the side ones, Dexy, SearchManta, Foursquare. So we're going to sync with about 40 of those, and it's changing every now and again because we're always adding providers that we can sync to, but that's going to happen within about 7 to 10 days. So within the first 7 to 10 days for a lot of these businesses, they're going to have almost 50 directories that are completely updated and correct, okay, where most of the traffic is, all right? So when you talk to a small business owner, just highlight that, like, look, this is a whole bunch of work that we're going to do really up front to start affecting this quickly. The next thing we're going to do is sync to the directories, the 4 main data providers, so Acxiom, Localese, Infogroup, and Factual. We talked about these in the last video. They take a little bit longer to update, mostly because they control about 309 of those directories, and each of those directories updates kind of when it wants to. So the other 309 directories are able to be seen coming online. Usually, I tell most of our clients, you know, within about 6 months, you'll be on most of those directories. And the cool thing about it is every single time you find or get a new listing, it actually updates here in your portal. So you actually get to see, you know, how many new visits you have, or, you know, the data provider actually. So right now, this guy's at, you know, 75%, and he's got 43 out of 46 listings. So that's awesome. And so you can go anywhere on this dashboard and see reputation management, social media marketing, either of those. So let's jump in here really quickly just so you can see what it looks like for the client. So this dashboard goes over these listings, but if you look here, a listing score, 397. We got reviews here. We have, you know, competition. It monitors our competition. But you can look right here and kind of look under reviews and see all of the reviews that they're currently, or not reviews, sorry, listings that they're currently on. So you can see all this all the way down. These are just the major places that they're found and which ones they need to correct or add to. So the cool thing about you know, the listings is they get to see every single time something new happens. They get an alert email on top of being able to see it in their dashboard of what's actually happening. Okay. Now let's go back to right here, listings and reviews. So let's keep going through this package. So on top of syncing to all of those websites, so about 350 or so websites, getting those all corrected, all up to date, all completed, and then we need to start getting reviews. So the nice thing about this dashboard also is it monitors all of these listings 24 hours a day, okay, for the reviews. So if a review pops up any time of the day, it's going to alert not only us, but it's going to alert the business owner. So they know, okay, hey, I need to go respond to this review. And we'll go ahead and talk about kind of responses and who handles that in just a second. But in our review section, it allows you to see the total reviews. It actually allows you right here, this guy, obviously we haven't, it says action required. 9 days ago, they haven't responded to it yet. So that's kind of one thing that we really talk to and coach our small business owners about, is making sure that they respond to those reviews, because it's super important for them, because it makes it look like they're actually really engaged. Okay, so on our review side, not only are we going to monitor those websites 24/7, and we're going to notify them, good or bad, on any of those 350 sites, we're going to help them start generating reviews. And we help them do that in a number of different ways. Right here on the dashboard, if you go to the reviews tab, they can actually click on this tab right here. It says generate reviews, where they can even watch a video on how to do it. Okay, so they can click on, you know, would you like to send one person? Maybe you just did a job for them, or they came into your shop and you got their email address, so you can request, you know, a single review, or you could upload a whole series of emails and send them all out. Okay, just to get those reviews on there. So that way, because look at right here, you know, you can see. Sorry, which one was that? Right here. You know, great customer service, reasonable prices. They do great work. That's what people want to see. That's what makes them pick up the phone. Okay, so the more of those that we help them get, the more phone calls they will get, because when a consumer looks at a list of plumbers, and you can see right here, you know, here's a list of plumbers. This guy's got reviews. This one guy's got reviews, but this guy has 30 reviews, and this guy's only got 1. So, and you go down this list, and a lot of them have reviews, but a lot of these guys right here, they don't have reviews. So who are you going to call, right? And that's really what we talk about with our small business owners, is getting those reviews, making it a point every single day to try and generate more reviews. And we help them with not only how to generate the reviews, maybe getting an iPad for them, you know, or coaching them to get an iPad, tell them to put it in their store, or take it to each of the job. Hey, could you go ahead and review it? That's what we want to help them do. Now, one quick thing we're going to talk about is review responses. In each of these 3 packages, we do not respond to the reviews for the client. So we are not doing it on behalf of them. A lot of clients ask that when you're on the phone, when you're initially selling them, and that is one thing that we do not do in any of these 3 packages. It is available for purchase, but it's usually in packages ranging about $500 a month and up that's included. So what we do with the reviews is when they do get a review, just like you can see on here, it says request reviews, and then it'll actually, when you do get a review, it'll actually have a video for you and coaching you on how to respond to that. Okay, so now let's jump into the next, well actually before we do that, I'm going to just recap this first package. So $150 down. All of these have a setup fee of 1 month, so $150 down, $150 a month. We're going to get you on about 50 or so of the directories within about 10 days, and then you're going to be on the other 309 within about 6 months. We're also going to help you and monitor all of those websites 24/7, provide you with email notifications of all of the reviews, and then give you review and reputation coaching with those reviews, and give you an award-winning dashboard. Okay. Now I've only got a few more minutes on this video. We want to keep it short, so let's jump into the second package. So $250 setup fee and $250 a month. This is going to include listings, review, and social. This is our most popular package because it really covers the whole gamma ray of what they need to be focusing on online without them really having to do a whole lot. Okay. So not only are we going to get them on all the listings like we talked about in the last package, exactly the same thing. So we're going to get them on the first 50 within about 10 days, and then the next 309 within about 6 months. We're going to monitor all of those sites and help them generate reviews on them. They get the award-winning dashboard so they can monitor every single thing, including social media, okay, on here. And then next, we also go into social media management for them. So with social media management, we are going to not only, if they don't have them, set up Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google, and get those going so they actually have some. We're going to help them develop a fan base, and then we're also going to schedule posts. So scheduling posts or having content for your followers to actually be engaged with is one of the most important things. That's what gets them to remember you and actually use you when they need you. That's one of the biggest things with social media. So we want to have that those daily posts. So we're going to actually schedule out 60 days worth of posts all the time. So it's going to be continual, but we usually schedule it out initially 60 days, and then every day you're going to have a post going out to all 4 channels. So it's going to show up on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google+. Okay, so you get for a small business, they're able to get a lot out of this package because it's only $250 a month. We cover all of the main places they need to be found. We cover the review side of things, so they can actually get more reviews and their rankings go up, and they get more phone calls, and then we also help them develop their social media and manage it, so that way it's always generating new business and conversations. Okay. Now, for the small business owner that maybe doesn't have anything online or has a really old website, needs a new website, we can do all of it. So we can build you a website, we can put you out on all of the listings, help you with the reviews, and then also we can manage your social media. So a website, guys, really quickly, is going to be basically a 5-page site, something that looks like maybe a massage site that has 5 pages, a home and about us, what you could do and your pricing, contact us, or like this birdhouse one, it has 3 or 4 pages. This one actually has about 10 pages, but each of these are going to be 5 pages. So included in this, real quick, is going to be a 5-page custom WordPress site. It's going to include full on-page SEO. It's going to be able to be seen on mobile devices, so it will adhere to Google requirements. They all have lead capture forms, so if someone's on there, they can request you to call them, and then it's a click-to-call setup if they are on the mobile phone. So they get all that for $300 month to month, okay? So those are the 3 packages. We can either do listings, we can do listings and social, or we can pretty much manage everything and build you a website, make that website seen on all the web on 350 directories. We can monitor those directories and get more reviews, and we can help you build an audience and converse with them through social media and drive more traffic there as well. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to email us at affiliates@localleads.us. Always tune into our daily conference calls at 7 o'clock a.m. Other than that, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.